Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's episode. I am super excited about today's episode, like extra excited. I don't have any notes for today's episode, so that scares me a little, but I am going to talk to you today about confidence. And honestly, this is something that was just laid on my heart this morning. It actually came to me during my workout, and I feel like it's just sitting on my mind, sitting on my heart. Like I need to create an episode about this. And I wasn't even necessarily going to talk about a topic like this today. I wasn't even necessarily going to record an episode today, but it's just kind of aligning that this is feeling really good, like something I need to talk about, and I need to talk about it in a certain way. And so I don't know who this is for, but it's for one of you, my listeners, and I'm really excited to deliver this today. So who knows what is going to happen in this episode, but I can guarantee you that it is going to be some real talk, and it is going to be something that, it's just going to be real because I have a lot to say on the topic, and I can guarantee you it's not really going to be sappy. Yeah, it's just going to be a lot of Christy Castillo Fit style chit chat, Christy style. This is just who I am, and we're going to talk about it. So I am going to be talking to you. I don't even really know how to explain this, but I want to talk about real confidence, inner confidence. And of course, I want to talk about this in relation to your health and fitness journey. And I am not a big person to really like corny, sappy, cheesy, one-liners, as far as like, what am I trying to say? Like, the quotes that you come across that are just motivational, and everybody posts them on social media and shares them. And I don't know, some of them just get to be a little too cheesy. And I think we're kind of in this era of like almost talking about cheesy things too much. And for me, I've been a little stuck in that where I'm ready to like go hard again, and I'm ready to be myself again, and I'm ready to embrace my confidence and like what that's really made out of. And I'm sure, for example, that you've heard the quote, like confidence comes from, keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And that's 100% true. Confidence does come from not lying to yourself. And, if you say you're going to start getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, then start getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then you'll trust yourself because you're doing the shit you say you're going to do. But also that's kind of cheesy to me. Like, that's not what I'm going to be talking to you about in this episode. So while those corny things are actually usually true, I'm just not really about that right now. And so let me start at the beginning. Today during my workout, it was actually a really crappy workout. I lifted pretty heavy, but I just wasn't in the mood. I was distracted. I didn't feel like it. It was hot, blah, blah, blah. And so my workout kind of sucked. But during my workout, a song came on my playlist. Don't laugh, but it's a song by Lil Wayne, and it's called Drop the World. And the song features Eminem. It's very inappropriate. A lot of bad words, and it's a good song. It's not like one that I love to listen to. It's a very like hard and aggressive, and he's gonna drop the world on and its freaking head. He is really mad. And a quote in the song, I wish I could say it in his voice because it's freaking cool. Just go listen to it, okay? But a quote in the song, he says, "And confidence is a stain they can't wipe off." Now, his voice is cool. If you know who Lil Wayne is, it's cool. Like, he just sounds all raspy and like, cool. Way cooler than me. But I heard that this morning, and it's true. Like, confidence is a stain they can't wipe off. Like, of course he's saying it like cocky, but like, that's what confidence is. It's this feeling that I wish I should have like Googled the definition of confidence. I don't even know what the definition is, but for me, it's this feeling, it's this inner badass like motivation. It's this feeling that I personally have right now. And when I was listening to that song, and I have confidence in a lot of areas right now. And to be honest, the previous few months, I have not. And so this is it's not a foreign feeling for me, because I am a confident person in a lot of areas in my life. I will give it to you straight. I will say what I mean, and I will speak up when I know the truth about something, or like I feel passionate about something. I'm not just going to argue with people. I don't care to do that at all. But if I'm passionate about something, if I know something, if I want something, whatever, like I am confident in different areas of my life for sure. So this is not a foreign place for me. It's just a place that I haven't been recently. So it's exciting to be back here, and I'm speaking to you very authentically. But confidence is a stain that they can't wipe off. Confidence is something that you create for yourself, by yourself. You do it. And so no one can take it away from you. That's confidence, something that you build, that you do, that you create, that you manage, you improve on. It's you doing the work for you. And that's what confidence is. And so if you have confidence, with maybe not complete confidence in yourself, but if you're confident in yourself about an area of your life, like you're unwavered about that. No one can take that from you. It's a stain you can't wipe off. Like, I'm going to use this quote forever. You guys, this is like Lil Wayne and I, this is quite the pact now. But like, for whatever reason, I heard that this morning. It was like, yes. And it related to me. I thought like, it was very eye-opening for me to be like, yeah, I have some confidence again. Like, that was a cool feeling. On top of that, this week, I have heard from quite a few of my ladies. I've been having a lot of really deep, intense, lengthy conversations, voice notes, voice memos, whatever you want to call them, with my one-on-one clients. And what it's all boiling down to for my one-on-one clients is exactly what I'm talking about today. It's confidence. My clients come to me because they are not confident in what they are doing, because they are struggling getting from where they're at to where they want to go. From point A to point B, they are stuck. And you're not feeling confident. My clients are not feeling that confidence. They come to me for knowledge, for education, for accountability, for permission, for the truth, for me to tell you what matters and what doesn't, and what to focus on and what to not focus on. And my one-on-one clients get my, obviously, one-on-one attention, and they can ask me real life questions about their body, their goals, their nutrition, their workouts. This is what I want. This, how do I get there? Or this is what I thought I wanted. It's not anymore what I wanted, thanks to you telling me that, Christy. And now, we're kind of going in a different direction, and that's okay. And so I will help them with that. But all that is confidence. And so I've been having a lot of conversations this week with my one-on-one clients, and they don't know that it's necessarily about confidence yet. And I will get to that when it's time for me to say, look at the confidence that you have in yourself. Actually, I did say that to one of my clients this week. Like, look how far you've come. Look at what you thought you wanted, and now that's not what you want anymore. And that's great. It's okay to refocus and, make a wrong turn and backtrack, or whatever you got to do to get back on track. But what I'm helping my ladies do, and what my overall vision, goal, idea, passion is yes, to help my ladies lose fat and gain muscle and, recomp your body, like I talk about very, very often. But my overall goal is to give you the knowledge and the education and lay that foundation for you so that you're unshakable, because you have confidence. I want you to feel confident going forward. And yes, like I said in the beginning, like that cheesy quote, confidence comes from, keeping the promises to yourself, doing what you say you're going to do, all of those things. But in reality, confidence comes from doing the shit that you need to do. It's not just doing what you say you're going to do and like all these cheesy things. Confidence is not, it's not achieved by accident. It's achieved on purpose. It's achieved because you did something hard. And whether that be physically hard, you did hard workouts, you built your body, whatever, or it's hard for you to maybe reach out to someone and get help, or to ask for accountability, or to, I have a lot of clients that go through this, but I have a client specifically right now that I'm thinking of she's having a really hard time understanding that eating more will help her lose weight. And she's just like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to eat more. Right now, she's stuck between like 900 and 1,200 calories, which is insanely low. And she's like, how, if I eat more, won't I gain more? I mean, like that's logical to her. And that was logical to me at one point too. And so I have to keep saying the things in her language to her that will help her unfuck that for her, because that's what people think, I'm going to cut carbs so that I lose weight. Well, your body needs carbs. Your body needs energy. If I can put it in a way that's like, yeah, to you, that makes sense that you would eat less and lose weight. But in reality, if you look at it another way, if your body needs fuel to perform, if you don't give your car gas and your car runs out of gas, other things break down, right? If you run out of oil, other things in your car break down. It's not just about having one thing in order. It's about a lot of things, but it does start with the fuel. And if you're not fueling your body correctly, a lot of other things will break down. Your body now can't digest, and you can't, metabolize your food. And it's literally, you don't have enough energy. So now your body's storing fat for energy. When I can say it in a way that's like, okay, what you're doing, eating less, isn't working. So you need to start eating more. And this is why it does make sense, regardless of what you've heard on the internet or from your mom or your dad or your cousin or just your best friend or whatever. That's not working. That's not true. And this is what's true. And this is why. And if you try it for a while, and not even because you promised yourself or something corny, if you try it for a while because I'm telling you to, and I have the confidence, and I've helped other women through this, and I've gone through this myself, and I know this will work. Do exactly these steps for these next few weeks and watch what happens to your body. You do those things and you gain a little bit of confidence, and you're like, oh, you were right. Let's eat a little bit more and see what happens. Let's add in some workouts and see what happens. Wow, I'm really starting to love my body now. This is awesome. You naturally gain that confidence. Not only that, but along the way for my one-on-one clients, I'm also teaching you, this is why protein is important for you. This is why fats and carbs are important for you. This is why, and what you can eat as a combination for lunch to, because of your schedule, this will help you. And I'm not telling you exactly what to do and holding your hand and buying the food for you or giving you a meal plan, but I'm telling you why this helps and what this helps with and why it didn't work for you in the past, and just these little things that I'm giving you all the confidence with. And as I tell you, you understand, you now have knowledge, you execute, and you're laying that foundation for your body to start to trust you. You have the foundation, you have the knowledge, you have the education, you have the confidence to keep going. And that's where it really comes from. It comes from doing the hard shit that you don't want to do. So that's a nutrition, macros, physical aspect, of course. As far as inner confidence in yourself as a human being, this could get deep, and I'm going to try not to do that. But I have been in a lot of therapy lately, in the last year, personally, in the last 6 months, myself and my therapist one-on-one, and she has really pushed me. And mental health is not something that I, play around with anymore. I've said this in other episodes where I didn't really realize that I was struggling. And so if you don't realize you're struggling, that's one thing. If you do realize you're struggling, please get help. There's nothing wrong. You go to the doctor when you're sick physically. So go to a therapist when you are possibly sick mentally, if you're feeling off, if you need help, right? So she has helped me gain the confidence in myself mentally and where I was struggling and why I wasn't feeling confident, like what was going on in my head, what had I gone through, what were the stories I was telling myself, who could I surround myself with to help me, what did I need to look at inside, and it got ugly. I'm talking like 4-hour cry sessions face down on whatever floor room I was in. There were many days where I've said before that I couldn't get off the couch, couldn't get out of bed, didn't see my worth, all these things, and depression, anxiety, that kind of stuff. And what it really takes for you to believe in yourself and have confidence. And a little side note on this, I saw this a couple times the last few days. I've seen a reel or this saying that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with. If you look around you, whatever it is, if it's like the other 4 or the other 5, it doesn't matter. Basically, if you're hanging out with, 5 people, you are just like those people. So make sure that you have people in your life that are lifting you up. And whether that means literally in your life, you need to set boundaries. Those are huge. If you need to kick people out and say, you're not good for me right now, peace. Or if you just need to cut them out and not let them know, that's fine too. If you need to unfriend on social media, if you need to unfollow, if you need to block, if you need to unsubscribe. And that doesn't mean in a bad way. It can literally just be like fitness accounts that are taking you down a bad path or bringing you back to bad habits or making you question yourself, but really taking a look at your surroundings, because it's not just physically the people you hang out with, 5 people, you are the 6th. It's like, who are you surrounding yourself with on social media? What are you putting into your brain? All of that matters. And so act like the people you follow and see on social media are your friends. Would you hang out with them in real life? Would you talk to them? Are they good for you? Because all that is seeping inside of your brain. That's a side note. As far as your inner confidence, yes, this is huge. Your nutrition, your macros, your workouts, changing your body, showing up for yourself physically, this nutrition, this fitness journey will help you so much with your confidence. And I've had a lot of ladies have this conversation with me this week too. Like, this is more than a workout program. Like, I signed up to get workouts, or I signed up to learn about macros and nutrition. But they're like, Christy, I am an entirely different person than I was 2 years ago when I signed up with you, or 1 year ago, or whatever. Like, I'm a whole new person. I am doing so much better in life. I'm understanding myself. I'm digging deeper. Or like, I'm understanding this fitness part of my life now. I want to understand my mindset better, and I want to have that inner confidence. And so this is a really good start. And this is why I talk about this. I struggle sometimes with on this podcast, because this is a fitness podcast. We're unfucking your fitness. That's the name of it. And I'm not really talking about fitness stuff today, but this part is bigger than the fitness part. Honestly, you have to have your mindset down first before you can have the physical part of it. But this inner confidence does come into play in your health and fitness journey. Sometimes you will think you're not worth it. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not confident. So why even show up at the gym? They are intertwined. But as far as your inner confidence goes, I challenge you to dig deep within yourself and figure out where you're feeling stuck, why you're feeling stuck, who's making you feel that way, or maybe what from your past has made you feel that way. Surround yourself with people that do not make you feel that way. Purposely pay attention to who makes you feel certain ways and which ways are good and bad and what you're going to allow in your life. And really, lastly, start to become the person that you want to be. You've heard that saying, like, I am her. Figure out who your her is. For me, I had to figure that out. Like, if I'm going to say I am her, what do I visualize when I say I am her? I am her. Say it with confidence. And what does that feel like? What does she look like, move like, live like, think like, speak like? Start to become that person. That is kind of a cheesy thing to say, but that is real. And to say that is kind of cheesy. To do that is not cheesy. It's hard. It's really hard to show up as someone that you want to be, that you know you can be, that you know is inside of you, but you're not feeling like that person. That was me when I would go to the gym, go to my garage gym, and I would cry through my workouts. I was showing up in my gym, in my garage, as the person that I wanted to be. I want to be the person that goes to the gym all of the time, not just when I'm healthy physically, mentally, but I would sit there in this space and cry because I wasn't her yet, but I was showing up because I want to be her. And so start to really move and act like that person. That will give you the confidence. You don't have to be perfect with it. You don't have to, be someone completely different. Just keep showing up as her. And lastly, I want you to know that this is a journey, that it is kind of complicated. It is hard. It's not just these cheesy quotes. I think that's why I don't like those cheesy quotes so much, because it's not cheesy. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's not lighthearted. Like, it's hard to have confidence. It's hard to be confident. It's fucking hard. And when you meet someone who's confident in any area, like, cling to them, figure out how they did that, really dig deep. And it is really worth it, but it really is hard. I think that's why I don't like to read things that are cheesy, like just keeping the promises to yourself that you make to yourself, like that'll bring you confidence. Like, no, it's a lot harder than that. So let's stop making it smaller than it is. But I want you to know that truly you are a badass and you deserve confidence and you are worthy. And my passion through all of this work that I do, my podcast, my programs, my coaching, my, Facebook group where I go live, sometimes my emails, like all of this, my goal is for you to have the knowledge, education, and for you to be confident, because that is what working out and changing my mindset has done for me. It's made me a confident person. Not all the time. Sometimes I have to work really hard and bring her back out, but eventually I am able to show up as her again. And you really are worth it. You really are amazing. You really are perfect just as you are. You really are worth the fight and the energy, and you are worth shutting down everything else in your world if you need to and finding that love for yourself. I was definitely someone who looked for, I think some of that came from like trainers that I have had before, and I mean like business trainings where, on social media, you want to purchase. I've even worked with coaches that had me like purchase followers and purchase likes so that you would look more, whatever. Like I had more followers and I looked more professional and like a bigger account than I was. This was years ago. But, when you start to think like followers are important, people liking you are important, people liking your posts is important. You have to have followers to have a big business. Having a big business and looking professional is important. All those things kind of warped me into feeling like I'm not confident in myself. Like who I am isn't good enough. I need to have more. I need to have more. I need to have more. And so it's taken me a while to go back inside and really like figure out who I am, love who I am, be enough for who I am, be okay spending time alone and creating space for myself and knowing that I'm good enough and that I'm okay and that I love myself and like really going inside and doing that work. And now I'm bringing that confidence back out again, and you are worth that fight. So that was amazing. I feel so good after recording that for you. Ladies, I really truly believe everything that I just told you, and I pour my heart and soul into these words and my programs. And if you really do need to ever talk about these, I really am here for you. I do get a lot of questions and DMs. You can follow me on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit, and you can DM me anytime and just say I'm struggling. I get comments or responses to my posts sometimes in the DMs too, where you're saying like, thank you for being so open about this. I'm struggling too. It's really hard, and sometimes I'll, of course, go back and forth and have some conversations with you. But if I'm one of the 5 people that you are the sum of on social media, I thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. And I don't take that lightly. And I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I know it was different. I know it's a kind of a strange topic, but this is me. This is really it. This is how I feel. And I want that confidence for you. And no matter where you're at in your journey or what you've been through and the cycles that you've been stuck in, like you can get out of it. It's just digging deep to figure out where you need to start, what part of you needs the most help, the most healing, the most care, and the most attention, and tending to that and going from there. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. if you would be so kind as to screenshot what you are listening to, share it with your friends, tag me, go inside of the app that you are listening to this show on and give me a 5-star rating and a review. I would love that too. I read through all of those and appreciate them so very much. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.